Just an impromptu video today for the power setup that I use on these multi-engine models. This is going to be for the B-24 Liberator, kit 2003, and using basically the same power setup I used for the Super Ford. These are the A1510 motors, and they're 2200 kV. They'll sling a big prop, but I've been using these clipped props. Yeah, these are 50. What are they here? Yeah, 5046, and they're gemfan. And I was using GWS props on a lot of stuff, but these came around, and gosh, you can get like 16 of them for $7. They're cheap. They work really well. They really turned on the Super Ford when I added them. But the GWS 3 blades looked pretty good on the 17, so that's what I went with on that. But for the wiring on these are just 10 amp hobbywing ESCs, and we just got them twisted together for right now, just to figure out which way the props are turning. And I just go 2 and then into a 2 into 1 and then into the receiver, and then we pull the power wire, put some shrink tube on it, then into a UBC, and that's just a little 3 to 5 amp max UBC, and let's plug them in here. You can hear all of these ESCs fire up at once. It's kind of neat. There we go. So, yeah, they're all wired in the same. And then we can test them. Make sure they all go in the same, whichever direction you want them in. You don't want to get too crazy on the throttle because they're just twisted together. Little blender tape to keep the big positives, the hot positives, off grounding out. Then these are some I think these are from the Dynam, one of the Dynam models. These retracts, they were pretty light, and I had them around, so they'll work fine for the mains. And then here's my nose wheel retract, and I'm working on the oleo struts. Some of the servos I've been using is these, the good old Tower Pro 5 gram, 9 gram. They're just noisy analog servos, but they're pretty reliable. I've used them in all kinds of stuff. Emax has made some good little digital servos, and these 9051s, they got a really thin, skinny profile, so they work good for ailerons. And they're like 4.5 gram. They've got plenty of power, but nice and quiet. They've been working good and stuff. But there's so much good stuff on the market out there. These analog servos I picked up out of China they're like not even $6 for the pair. And you can get them from Hobby King. Other places have them too, but I find if you find them on like eBay or other internet sources, you can find them really cheap, just if you're willing to wait for them. So yeah, we'll be on with the Super Ford. Yeah, I haven't done much flying videos. It's because you've seen everything I got fly, so I'm not going to take you out every time I fly. I had problems with parents getting them. They're old, and getting them where they need to be has taken a lot of time this last months. But also for a build, I got to justify when I've got like 16, 18 guillows builds already. It's hard to justify building another one, for an instructional video or whatever. And when, I've got so many planes to fly already, so much stuff. I mean, it's It's hard to justify building another model, but it's winter. We're in November. It's crummy out, and I've been setting up for this Liberator all summer, kind of, and it's getting out of where we want to be inside instead out in the cold, ugly, wet world. So I hope this helps you out a little bit. It's what I'm working on right now. I am not into video software, into editing and stuff like that. Maybe at some point I will be, and I could make some better videos. But for right now, that's about all I could do. Just show you what I'm working on, and maybe I can get a couple more videos in before the Liberator's done, and I'll try and keep you up to date on it. Thanks for watching.